Hello everyone, welcome to the Digital Skilling Preparation course. Today we are going to see some of the important features of the Microsoft PowerPoint. We can add pictures, videos, audio, charts, tables and page numbers in your presentation to make it more presentable. Let's see the detailed process of each topic today. Let's start with adding pictures to your presentation. In this presentation, I'd like to add some pictures to make my slide look more interesting. It's easy to insert a picture using the placeholder on your slides. All you have to do is click this picture icon here and insert the picture. Another way to add an image is to click the Insert tab and select pictures from this device. If you already know what picture you want to use for the slide and you have already saved it in your computer, then you can use this option. There is another way to add pictures from online pictures also. From here you can search the web for the photos. You can also get some archived pictures from any of the below mentioned topics. When you click on it, you will get a variety of pictures. You can search any picture from the web by typing the name of it. Now I had got variety of results here. In this I want to select this picture, so I'm clicking on it and then I'm clicking on this insert option. So once it is inserted, you can resize the size of your image by dragging any of the corners. You can always use the ones in the corner to make sure your image stays in the proportion. You can also use a rotation handle at the top to rotate it. Now let's see how can we use a screenshot in the slide. A screenshot is an image of whatever is currently displayed on your screen. For example, I would like to have a screenshot of the NPTEL website in the PowerPoint. So now click the Insert option and select this Screenshot option. Now we have to select the Screen Clipping option from here. You can select Screen Clipping to use only a certain part of the page instead of the entire window. These are all the ways you can add pictures to your presentation. Let's move on to the next topic, that is inserting videos in your presentation. If you want to have a video that you want to play during your presentation, go to the Insert tab. Then look for the video option on the right side of your ribbon. From here, you can insert a video from the web or one that is saved in your computer the same way we saw in the pictures. Now I am uploading a video which is already saved in your computer by selecting this device option. As you can see here, the video is inserted. Just like pictures, video can be moved and resized. To preview this video, click on the play button here. You can also trim the inserted video. To do that, go to the playback button and click the trim video option. Look for the little green and red markers inside the dialog box. You can click and drag these to change the start and end times. When you're done, click OK and the video will be trimmed. You can also add bookmarks to the video, which you can use to jump to specific points to your presentation. All you have to do is to click the timeline to mark the point you want to use and then click the Add Bookmark option. The little circle will appear. You can create as many as bookmarks as you want. Now you can just click each bookmark when you want to jump to that part of the video. By default, when you are giving your presentation, you do have to click the video in order to make it play. You can also change it to start automatically as soon as you get to that slide. To do that, go to the video options group and choose automatically from the menu. You can also set the video to play full screen. Next, let's see how we can make some changes to the appearance of the video. We can do that by switching over to the Format tab. These options are very similar to what you get when you insert a picture in PowerPoint. For example, watch how easy it is to apply a different video style which can add a border and other effects to the video. This is how we can add video to our presentation. Now let's talk about adding audio. In this presentation, I want to add some audio. For this, I have to start by going to the Insert tab. There you will find the audio option next to the video. Here you can insert audio from a file or you can record on your own. PowerPoint is compatible with several different audio formats. Now I am adding audio from my computer. You can easily move the audio if you need to. We can find some of the options in the Playback tab. You can trim the audio and add bookmarks in the audio in the same way we just saw in adding the video topic. You can make some changes to the appearance of the audio icon. We can do that by switching over to the Format tab. To get started, click the Change Picture icon and you can upload an icon from File or online sources or from icons. You can also change it to start automatically as soon as you get to that slide. For this, go to the Audio Options group. Here you can change it to automatically. This is how we can add files to your presentation. Now let's move on adding charts. In this video, we are going to take a look at some of the different types of charts and also some ways that you can customize them to best present your data. To go to chart, go to the Insert tab and then click on Chart. A list of options will appear. When you open any chart of your choice, PowerPoint will open a spreadsheet. Similar to that what you will see in Excel, where you can start entering your data. All you have to do is to type your information over the placeholder text and PowerPoint will update the chart in your presentation automatically. You can also copy paste the data from an existing worksheet in Excel. This option is also available. The PowerPoint will update the chart automatically on doing this. When you are done, click to close the spreadsheet window. You can also give your chart a title if you want. To go back to the chart and make any changes or corrections, right click to find the Edit Data option. Or find the Edit option here in the Design tab. And the spreadsheet window will open again. You can change the color of the chart by changing the color options as you see here. You can also change the chart type at any time you want by selecting the Change Chart Type option. Charts are a great way of presenting numerical data in PowerPoints. Let's move on to the next topic. Tables. You can create a table instead of entering your text in lines or paragraphs. To create a table, go to the Insert tab, click the Table option and then move over the grid to select the number of cells you want. For example, I have created this table. You might need to move your table to get in the right place of the slide. To move your table, just place your cursor on the edge and click and drag and then let go. Now we can enter some text inside the cells. All you have to do is click the cell you want and then go ahead and start typing. You can also use the tab key or the arrow keys to navigate between the cells. Adding more column and rows to a table is easy. You can keep the cursor inside the table wherever you want to add a new row or column and go up to the Layout tab. Then you can find Insert a row above or below. You can also delete a row or a column by selecting Delete icon next to it. If you want to combine any two cells, you can select Merge Cells option from the Layout tab. You could also add some colors and borders to this table. We can do that by using the options on the Design tab. You can select any color you want and changes reflect in the table. You can add borders to your table by going to the Design tab and selecting the border. You can see there are a lot of ways to use and customize the tables in the PowerPoints. Tables can make your data easier to understand. Now let's move on to the last topic of our video. Slide numbers. Slide number is an essential part of most of the presentation. To add a slide number to your presentation, go to Insert and select the header and footer from the text group. A dialog box will open. You have to select the slide number and checkbox option in it. Select Apply All. By adding the slide numbers this way, you cannot format it. To change the size or change the font color of the slide number, you can do it using the Slide Master option. Go to the View tab and select the Slide Master View from the Master View group. You can edit the page number format in the first page of the Slide Master. For example, I'm increasing the size of the slide number and changing the font color and making it bold. Using the Slide Master, we can make the format of the page numbers replicate in all sides of the presentation. Now close the Slide Master view by clicking on the Close Master View from the Slide Master tab. As you can see here, the formatted page number is entered here. Whenever you create a new page, the same formatted page number will appear. This is how you can add the formatted page number to your presentation. Hope you have understood all the topics that were covered today. Thank you.